Hello. All right. It is Saturday, December 1st, 2018, 11:45 a.m. Let's take a look at some headlines. All right. Sadly, George Herbert Walker Bush, George Sr., passed away at the age of 94. The former U.S. president's single term in office was defined by the first Iraq war against Saddam Hussein. That's what it says here on the side of the top stories. But I would like to send my condolences to the family and say how sorry I am for his loss and offer prayers. And I hope his family is doing alright at this difficult time. But yeah, George Bush Sr. passed away last night, and I saw a couple of articles on it and how much he was such a gentleman and treated everyone nicely. That was mostly what I got across from the articles that I had read. Alright, next. Alaska earthquake. Anchorage rocked by aftershocks. A major 7.0 magnitude earthquake has struck Alaska, causing people to run from buildings and briefly prompting a tsunami alert for coastal areas. The quake was centered about 7 miles north of Anchorage, the largest city in the state according to the U.S. Geological Survey. A series of aftershocks was recorded following the initial shock, which has a depth of 40.9 kilometers, the USGS said. Around 300,000 people live in Anchorage and 100,000 in the surrounding area. The earthquake was reported at 8:29 local time. The USGS added one of the more powerful aftershocks that followed minutes later had a magnitude of 5.7. So it was a 7 earthquake and then a 5.7 earthquake after that. So far officials have registered 40 aftershocks. That is a lot of aftershocks. 40 separate incidents of aftershocks, 10 with magnitudes 4 and above, and 3 with magnitudes 5 and above. The Alaska Earthquake Center reported. The aftershocks are nerve-wracking, but we want to stress that they are what we would expect from an earthquake like this, the center said in a tweet. Alright, the quake was picked up by seismologists across the country and Boston's and thousands of miles away. The tsunami warning issued for the Cook Inlet and southern Kenai Peninsula regions was later cancelled. Alright, so Alaska rocked by aftershocks after the initial quake. So that region is pretty much active right now, sending prayers for people going through this disaster and have to deal with property damage and all that comes with an earthquake. Thank goodness that there have been no reports of death. Alright, next. Starbucks to block porn on free Wi-Fi in the US. Starbucks has announced it will block access to pornography on its free Wi-Fi in all U.S. outlets from 2019. While watching explicit content in store was always banned, the coffee giant will now actively block such content. The company has been under pressure from Virginia-based nonprofit Enough is Enough to filter pornography in the stores. McDonald's changed its Wi-Fi policies in 2016 after pressure from the group. While it rarely occurs, the use of Starbucks public Wi-Fi to view illegal or egregious content is not, nor has it ever been permitted, Starbucks said in a statement reported by BuzzFeed News. The coffee company said it had identified a solution to stop access to pornography in all U.S. locations by 2019, but did not specify what this solution would be or was. People reacted with confusion and humor on social media after the company made its announcement. So pretty much, no more porn browsing and Starbucks. And usually when you think of Starbucks, you don't think of that. That's not what, regular people think about when they go get coffee or when they access the Wi-Fi. So that's just weird. Alright, next. Dutch Bank headquarters raided over money laundering. The Frankfurt headquarters of a Dutch bank has been raided by prosecutors in a money laundering investigation. Germany's public prosecutor alleged that 2 staff members have helped clients launder money from criminal activities. Police cars were seen outside the tower blocks that house the headquarters of Germany's biggest bank. 5 of other Dutch offices in the city were searched in an operation involving about 170 police and officials. Prosecutors are looking into whether Dutch bank staff helped clients set up offshore accounts to transfer money from criminal activities. The investigation, which began in August, focuses on the activities between 2013 and the start of 2018. In 2016 alone, more than 900 customers were served by a Dutch bank subsidiary registered in the British Virgin Islands, generating a volume of 311 million, the prosecutors allege. The investigation was sparked by revelations in the 2016 Panama Papers. An enormous amount of information leaked from Panamanian law firm called Mossack Fonseca. So apparently, this bank was doing money laundering, and it is raided. Let's see what comes out of this. Let's see if any other news stories and who they track and who they charge with money laundering. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news stories and articles on weather and news, and for random stories of UFOs, Bigfoot, and other paranormal stuff. Hope you like my videos, and see you next time, guys. God bless.